Motherhood is often lauded as the most important job of all, with the longest hours and toughest conditions. And governments are recognising that fact with baby bonuses and improved maternity leave. So what on earth is the woman dubbed the world's most hated mum talking about now?
She provokes outrage effortlessly. Here she is on Red-Haired Children.
I'd probably have swapped it on the ward for some other better-looking baby, some blonde baby from a nice middle-class family, much nicer.
On Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, or ADHD.
ADHD is a made-up name for a bad mum.
On obesity.
I think every fat child lives in the shadow of a fat parent, and I think, parents that say, oh, we have to protect their feelings, we have to look after them, we have to, soften the blow. Playground bullies are not as kind.
Now, Katie Hopkins has turned to Twitter to tell stay-at-home mums everywhere to stop whinging that raising a child is work.
Full-time mummy is not an occupation, it is merely a biological status.
Former teacher turned author Sandra Jean Smith dismisses Hopkins' comments as ignorant.
I think she's getting on the bandwagon of this growing movement of prejudice against women who would choose to stay home. It's called motherism. It's a growing trend amongst women who work against women who don't work. Everyone should be free to make their own choices in a democracy, and they should be making their own choices to suit their families.
You've got a UK celebrity who wants to make a name for herself being obnoxious and controversial.
New South Wales Women's Minister Prue Goward, a long-time campaigner for women's rights, says Hopkins has made a giant leap backwards.
Motherhood is the toughest gig there is. There is nothing more full-on than 24/7 looking after a child or 3 small children.
Hopkins found fame as a contestant on the UK version of The Apprentice. She's remained in the spotlight by abusing anyone she considers to be lowbrow, whinging and weak, especially mums.
The problem stems from mums, the mums that cannot control their kids, mums that shouldn't have had kids, don't know how to look after kids.
Full-time motherhood is no task for shirkers. If you were lazy, the last thing you'd want to be is a mum.
For the time being at least, Hopkins remains unrepentant.
But I'm the biggest bitch just for saying a few things exactly how people see them.
Brian Seymour there.